Hey, good morning. Welcome to the morning brief. Today is Tuesday, October 14th. What's going on today? According to forexfactory.com, you can see that we have a few U.S. items. FOMC member Bowman speaking at 8:45. Uh, and at 12:20, we have Fed Chair Powell actually speaking. I'm sure it's prepared remarks, probably will not impact anything, but it is a red item. At 1 p.m., we have Bank of England Governor Bailey speaking. Again, that is a England thing, not a U.S. thing. 3:25, we have FOMC member Waller speaking at 3:30. FOMC member Collins speaking. So we got a lot of talking heads. The big one at 12:20, Federal Chair Powell speaking. Yeah, I don't know what they can possibly say. Sort of says it all. U.S. government data may be impacted by the shutdown. Tentative events are subject to delay, revision, or cancellation. This is the world we now live in. So I think the longer we go in the government shutdown, the more I don't even care. Unfortunately, the employees of the government are going to start hurting actually October 15th, which is tomorrow, when they don't get a paycheck. So it is going to start ratcheting up pressure to get the government back open again. We'll see what happens. Moving on, looking at charts. We'll come back to that. Daily chart, you see the big giant down day on Friday. We had a recovery day. We got about half of that back, and we are now gapping down today as more China stuff comes in. And, you got to think about this China thing. We are the largest consumer of China goods in the world, and they provide cheap goods. And, at some point you have to go, what is it going to take for me, China, to go, it's just not worth the aggravation trying to sell our stuff to Americans. And we'll just take it somewhere else. We're going to choose not to do business because they are just way, way too much work. And I think that that's what's happening. China's just gotten frustrated with all the needling, all the BS, all of the one day there's a tariff, one day there isn't a tariff, and the complete and utter abuse that they have been taking over the last few months. If you don't like a particular product, what do? We don't buy it. Well, if if you don't like a particular customer, you choose not to do that work. So, maybe China is taking the high road, and it's going to backfire massively for the U.S. That being said, who knows what's going to happen? It's certainly entertaining, to say the least. Moving on, looking at the inventory. Inventory was positive on positive price action. That's normal. That's what it's supposed to look like. To me, this looks like big down day. Buy the dip folks came in right at the end. Next day, more buy the dip folks. Now what's going to happen? Possibly today, we take out the low. We can burn all these people that bought in right there. And then we will get a nice little sell-off, which the market has been due for quite some time. Check your history and look at PE ratios. PE ratios are at all-time highs. And when this has happened in the past, there has been a retracement, a decent retracement. However, I think this is going to be a much, much worse because we're going to have not only the business cycle, but we're going to have a massive trade imbalance that's going to affect everybody from China in the U.S. as well. And it's going to be magnified. So we have the potential, not only because of a cycle, we're at a cycle high, but we have a situation that is going to compound and make the retracement even. At least that's my 2 cents worth. That being said, I'm going to trade what I see right now. I see the market going down. If the market changes and starts going up, I'll be long. Looking at the overnight action, wow, 113 S&P points. That's 5 times normal volatility overnight. This does not look pretty. It looks really, really ugly, actually. Where do we have resistance? So on the top side, we've got resistance around 67.20, and that doesn't even talk about 6,700, the whole number. These are all going to be resistance levels as we try to recover. 66 66, 66.51. We're coming into resistance right now at 66.34. Yeah, not to mention you have all-time highs that are not that far away as potential resistance as well. Support. There is decent support. We've finally got some back testing, some backing and filling. So there is some support. You can see the 6,600 level is probably going to be the whole number. Didn't quite get there overnight, but I think they'll retest that. If we drop below 6,600, 65.80, 65.75 gets really ugly as it gets down in this area, though. 65 62, 65.50. Yeah, if it gets down in here, it's a very bleak day. That being said, Stock Traders Almanac is 57.1. So a 57.1% chance the market will be up today from the Stock Traders Almanac. That's from the historics. Of course, the historics don't know about tariffs and the China trade problems. So we'll just have to wait and see how that all pans out. I hope you have a great day. Happy trading, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com.